everyone, Saki here and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I think is going to be interesting because I wanted to talk to you guys about my handbag collection, but specifically I wanted to talk about all the bags in my collection that I think are going to be my forever pieces. Now if you've been watching my channel recently, you'll know that I've been trying to cut back on my luxury spending, and I actually did a video all about how to stop luxury shopping that I uploaded last week, which I will link for you down below if you're interested in watching that. But that has kind of pushed me to reevaluate my collection and really think about the pieces that I have in order to, one, fall back in love with my collection, and two, really kind of think about each and everything that I've spent my money on and really realize why it's in my collection to begin with. And in turn, I've actually really thought about the pieces that I really think are going to be in my collection forever. And I think this video will really help you guys if you are looking for pieces to add to your collection that will withstand the test of time, at least in my opinion. So if you're interested to see which bags in my collection I think will last me forever and will be in my collection forever, please continue to watch. And if you've never seen me before, hello, my name is Saki, welcome to my channel. I upload videos every single week about cute and luxury fashion, so if you're into any of those things and if you like my style, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, because I think you'll really like it here. So let's get on to the video. So in this video, like I said, I'm going to be talking about the pieces that I think will last forever in my collection for a reason specific to me. So these pieces are not necessarily because they are either worth the money or because they are best in terms of cost per value or resale value. All of that is kind of mixed in this video because these are just my personal preferences for my collection. However, if you are looking for a video that's all about the handbags that I think are worth the money, I do have another video that I did a couple of months ago like that, so I will link it down for you and probably up here as well. And that is more of like an analytical, like cost per wear. These bags are hands down the best value for money, so please take a look at that video if you have time. Although I will have to say some of these bags do overlap with that video, but it is still worth a watch if you do want to know which ones I think are best value for money. Alright, speaking of which, we'll go straight to my first bag, and that is my Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the MM size. Now I have recently sold my other Louis Vuitton Neverfull. I had it in just the normal demi-azur, which this one is the demi-azur with the Tahitian print, which is specific to 2017, I believe. And although I wasn't going to be talking about cost per wear or the money aspect in this video, I will have to say that this is probably my most used bag if we are also talking about the previous Louis Vuitton Neverfull that I had before, because this bag is one of the most handy and most convenient bags in my entire collection. I have used it in the past primarily as a work bag, but now I've actually gravitated towards using it as just a travel bag, and this is literally my travel companion. I cannot go on a trip without this bag. The reason why I think it's going to be a forever piece is because it's just a timeless style. The tote bag style I think is never ever going to wait just because of how purely functional it is, and I honestly do think that this style bag will never go away specifically like the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. It's just one of the most popular bags that they've ever made and the most functional, and I do believe that this is going to be a forever piece for me. If I'm not using it for travel, I can always use it as an everyday bag for work, and I know not many people do this, but you can also use this bag as a day bag if you just cinch in the sides. As you can see, it becomes a more practical size and the opening is a little bit smaller, so you can use it that way as a practical everyday handbag. I mean, not only do I love the functionality of this bag, but because I got it in the Tahitian like pink print, I love the way that it looks as well. I just think it goes with all of my suitcases and all of my travel stuff, so I just really love carrying this. And although I'm not the original owner of this bag, I can personally say that my bag did look exactly like this, in the fact that it was so beaten up and so worn on the inside that I don't really see myself selling it because it is so worn as well. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just one of my most loved and most used bags, and I honestly never see myself getting rid of this bag. Alright, the next bag that I have will probably come as no surprise to you, but it is my Chanel Jumbo in the iridescent pink from the 2019 S collection. This bag has been featured heavily on my channel because I love it so much, and the reason why I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of this bag is because, one, I do think that it is the most beautiful color. I honestly don't think that I'm going to get tired of the iridescent color, even though it does seem like a really trendy style at the moment. I just know that my love for pink is so strong, and I don't think that I'm ever going to fall out of love with this one because it is truly the most perfect, amazing pink to me. Although the jumbo size is not my favorite out of all the Chanel classic sizes, I do think that this is going to be a forever piece in my collection because I do enjoy the versatility of this bag. It is the perfect size for a day bag as you can fit everything you ever need inside of here, and it's also not like as large as a tote bag, so you can still bring it for like events and for dinners and stuff like that. I probably also wouldn't consider a forever piece if it was in the lambskin, which I did have a pink Chanel jumbo that was in the lambskin in this color that my mom is currently borrowing, and the reason why I don't think that that one is going to be a forever piece in my collection is because it's just so delicate for how big it is. Because this jumbo isn't a grain leather, I really don't have to worry about it, minus the couple of wear and tear things that I've noticed on the corners. By the way, if you are looking for a video all about the wear and tear on this bag, I do have one where I talk about not only this one but all of my Chanel iridescent pieces that I own, so I will leave a link to that one as well. I also wanted to say I don't think I'm ever going to add another Chanel jumbo to my collection just because the prices have gotten insane lately. We just had another price increase, and I do believe the Chanel jumbo is now $6,400 before tax, so I just think it's so insane that these are probably going to be about $10,000, I mean, here in the near future, so I really don't think I'm going to be adding another one to my collection anytime soon. So that is also another reason why I do believe that this one is a forever piece, because I can't see myself replacing it with a new one ever. Now on the flip side of that, I have my Chanel medium flap from 2004 in the caviar leather pink colorway and the gold hardware. Now although I was raving about the size and the practicality of the jumbo, this is my preferred size, and this is probably my favorite bag in my entire collection because it is just so practical and so perfect. This is the classic size or the medium large size. There's obviously a drastic difference when you compare the compartments, but this can fit everything that I need day to day. It's not only a great day bag, it's also a really great evening bag, and I'm planning to bring this one on our trip to Europe next year for our honeymoon because I do think that it's a great travel companion as well, as it can hold everything that I need without getting too heavy. The jumbo would be a perfect travel companion if it just wasn't so heavy. If I carry it for more than a couple hours, I notice that the weight kind of kills me, so I definitely don't think that I can travel with it anymore, especially on a big trip where I don't think I'm going to like go back to the hotel for hours at a time. So yeah, this definitely is a forever piece in my collection because not only am I just head over heels in love with it, I do believe that the medium size is the most perfect size bag out there, and like I said with the other one, it is a grain leather as well, so it's just super durable, and I can see myself using it throughout time. I mean, hopefully I'm still gonna love pink in like 40-50 years, which I probably will. And honestly, this bag is already 15 years old and it looks pretty much immaculate to me. Like, I can see no wear and tear at all and no structure loss, so I feel like this bag is going strong, and it will go strong for another, you know, 50-60 years or however long I live for. Alright, the next bag that I'm going to talk about is also a Chanel classic medium flap, but it is my vintage one from 1992, and honestly I don't wear this bag that much. It is very delicate because it is 27 years old, but the reason why I think that this is going to be a forever piece for me is because it holds a special place in my heart. Now this is probably the only one out of all of these bags that I'm going to show you that isn't really like functional or versatile or anything. It's just purely sentimental, which for me is very strange because I'm not a sentimental person. If a bag doesn't work out with me functionally, I tend to sell it. However, this one being that it is from 1992, the same year that I was born, and the fact that it is pink with gold hardware, which is my perfect bag combination, I just don't see it going anywhere. This bag is also a reminder for me that Chanel bags really do last forever. I mean, this is already 30 years old and it still looks really great. So yeah, I just don't see this bag going anywhere. Alright, the next bag that I have to show you is my vintage Lady Dior from 2004. Now, I kind of debated on whether to include this bag in my video for a while just because I have thought about selling it occasionally just because it is in silver hardware, and I have found a Lady Dior pink bag in gold hardware a couple of different times, and I honestly thought I was going to replace this bag, but even though I have found those other bags, I haven't managed to replace this one. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, I did have a brand new 2018 Lady Dior bag in the pink lambskin leather and gold hardware that I was thinking of replacing this bag with. However, I actually ended up selling that one because I found that the lambskin on the newer Lady Dior bags are just too delicate, and this one being from 2004, it's just more durable and it's not as buttery soft, but that's a good thing in my opinion because I do find it to be more durable. I was just too afraid to use that 2018 bag because it was just so delicate, and I felt like every time I brought it out I was definitely gonna scratch it, and I just couldn't have that stress in my life. So I did decide to sell it on, and I did end up keeping this bag. The Lady Dior is honestly one of my favorite bags of all time because it is super functional and I think it looks super classic. Of course, the Chanel classic flaps are always going to be the most classic timeless bag in my opinion. I do think that the Lady Dior is going to be a close second. It's not only got a timeless style, but it's also got so much practicality because the bag is huge and it can hold so much. A lot of people complain about the zipper, and I guess because my bag is a little bit older, the opening is a little bit more malleable, and I do find that I can fit anything that I need to in here. The handles are also just so practical. It's very comfortable to carry on the crook of your arm or in your elbow or just handheld, and of course if you do have the strap for it, it does work very functionally as a shoulder bag as well. So yeah, I just think that this bag is so timeless, and personally for me, because of the beautiful pink color that it is, I just don't see this bag going anywhere. And like I said, I have failed to replace it twice, so I do think that this specific one is going to be in my collection forever. So I can honestly say that those 4 bags are definitely going to be forever pieces in my collection. I do have an honorary mention, and that is going to be my Prada Odette bag. I know that this bag is a recent purchase and I know that it's super trendy, but I honestly don't see like the pink lover in me or like the cutesy style in me ever dying or fading. So I honestly do think that this is going to be forever in my collection. I love unique pieces, and I think this is the epitome of unique, especially for a Prada bag. I just do feel like because it is so unique, I never will get rid of it. It's just so special to me, and I have used it so much already. I brought it with me on my recent bachelorette trip to Disneyland, and it's just so functional and practical, and honestly I just love it so much because it's in this cute heart shape. So I do see myself holding on to this one forever. Even if I don't use it in the future, even if I find it childish, I don't care. I think I'm still going to at least have it in my collection to look at because it's just always going to be beautiful in my opinion. Alright, so those were all of my picks. I know that some people are probably going to be wondering like where my Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse is, or what about my Chanel Walk or my Chanel backpack or my Alma Vivi or any of these bags that I've previously raved on about. And honestly, I didn't include any of those bags because I don't think that those are going to be forever pieces, because I've thought about selling them at one point or another, like seriously consider selling them. Although I do love my Pochette Matisse right now, I don't know if it's going to be one of those bags that in 20, 30, 40 years I'm still gonna love. I don't know, I just kind of had to be brutal in this video, and I don't find that this style of bag is going to be in my collection forever. So I hope that this video helped you out in some way, or at least I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did like it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I do upload videos just like this every single week. And yeah, with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!